football playoff set to get underway as 12 teams begin that long battle on the road to the national championship. We are on the banks of the Hudson. Welcome to Michie Stadium, the home of the Army Black Knights, as we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the Buffalo Bulls, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Krumstreet. The playoff is here, and let's not wait any longer. Let's get this going. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. Dropping back, it's Cook. Gets made on the out route.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Breaks into the clear. Will not be brought down. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Buffalo, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepared for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. First play looking to throw it. He escapes the pocket. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking for the wide out. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there, and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
He's tackled at the 26. Fourth down coming up.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory.
Here we go.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Finds this receiver. That's enough for the first down.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver. And the ball comes out that fast to put so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
And the Black Knights lining up here on 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Quick completion to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
He's going to pull it down and run. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. And he'll finally step out of bounds after a massive gain.
It's one thing to design a play for a quarterback to run the football, to pick up big yards like this, but Chris, this guy drops back to throw. Everybody's got their back turned. He pulls it down, and no one's there to pick him up.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he runs it out just short of the end zone there. Solid gain puts him in good position for 2nd down and goal. The quarterback's going to sneak it and brought down at the line by that big defensive tackle.
No, I don't blame him to go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the 1st down. But hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the 1st down.
Third down and goal. Crucial play coming up. The running back here on a direct snap. Touchdown, Black Knights, as they get on the board here in this playoff game. So with playoff pressure for the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get the touchdown.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Bulls offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. Off the play fake, looking to throw. It's caught. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the 1st down marker.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. To the air. It's Cook. Short connection to the tight end here. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a 1st down.
Well, as a quarterback, you're always trying to obviously find that open window to be able to throw the football into. That time, that wide open was right in the middle of the field. Makes it so easy on the quarterback to make that throw and pick up good yards.
They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
This defense has got to be aware of these quick throws to these wide receivers. They're lucky he didn't come up with more yards.
They're going to run it. Crosses the 35. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaks into open space.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Catch made on the sidelines, good enough for a first down. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. There's a 1st and 10 play. Looking to throw again. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Makes the grab, a chance to score. Brought down at the 7. Completion moves him closer to the goal line.
And this defense is doing a really good job here. You're giving up some completions, but the important thing is they're making tackles and keeping this offense out of the end zone. Force them to be able to execute to get this touchdown.
He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Bulls. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And the kickoff will be returned. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. First down, looking to throw the football. He flips it to the back across the middle. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
That gain enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48. Kirk gets Buffalo with the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Here's that defense shifting again. They'll toss it to the back. Gets the first and still running. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play.
That's a first down here for Army on the ground. Offensive line, look at these guys pushing, doing everything they can to help their back out. This is how you do it when you're Army. You've got to be able to sustain drives and pick up first downs.
Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Lets it go quickly. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Look out, he's in the clear. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Well, cold weather always seems to make life more difficult in the passing game. You can see this quarterback really wants that one back. That's a tough break on this interception.
Looking to scramble. Catch made in space. Look out. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He breaks free. He's past the marker and still going. They make the stop at the 26, but it's a 1st down. This offense in good scoring position now. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels.
Boy, between this offensive line and this back, it's been a lot of fun to watch this offense tonight. You know, he's now over 100 yards on the game tonight. This is an evening he'll remember for a long time.
It's 2nd down here. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. And that run produces a decent gain.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Brought down, but it's enough to convert on 3rd down and set him up 1st and goal at the 10. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his look.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Chris, I don't care what era we're talking about in college football. Defending the option when it's really well executed, one of the toughest things that defense can do, and this quarterback deserves a lot of credit. A great feel of when to pull it and when to give it. This time he keeps it himself for the touchdown.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Offense comes back out onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Moves out of the pocket. He's going to take off here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
2nd down play coming up. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
It has been a tough 1st half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the 2nd half.
Receiver makes the grab. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down. And the Black Knights come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Caught! He's wide open. Look out. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. They'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5. The RPO caught to the right. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time. Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here trying to cut into this lead before halftime. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? He'll hand it off. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Army! Can you say methodical? Marathon march, Kirk, just pounding away and wearing down their defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
14.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Looking downfield, it's Cook. Quick throw to his receiver. And he's intercepted. Oh, he spins free. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
QB decides to keep it here.
Well, if there's a silver lining for the defense, at least this quarterback didn't get out and gash him for a first down. But now they've got options coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back to him again.
Running back with the football. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
He's swarmed by the defense.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Looking for a receiver. On the move now. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Black Knights. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Turn starts inside the 15. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. So here we go. The first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
It's an out route. The catch made. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
Back to pass. It's Cook. Receiver makes the catch. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. First and 10. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He escapes the pocket. Escaping the pressure, moving right. And he's forced out with the defense short of the line of scrimmage. Loss on the play.
Now this quarterback's a threat with his legs, but this defense has clearly done their homework. They're not fooled at all. Good job of pushing him out of bounds for a short loss.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Out of the gun now on third down. He makes the grab.
Chris, this is somewhat of a surprise to me. These guys have been great on third down all year long. Top 25 in the country, but just not enough on this one. You got to think they wish they could get that route back to run it past the sticks.
So on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit trying to add 3 points here before halftime. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. He's going to bring this out 2 yards deep in the end zone. And the coverage team brings him down as the clock runs out in the first half of play. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. Hoping to click here at the beginning of the third quarter, try to make up this deficit. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
Looking to throw it on first down. Catch made on the out route. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, man, it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
High completion makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback keeps the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, you and I love this guy's ability to run the football, especially in the option game. But why take an unnecessary hit here? A chance to step out of bounds and avoid the hit? You got to do it.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Fired into a tight window and picked off.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Here comes the Buffalo offense back out there. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Give it to the back again. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
4th down, the offense will go for it. Looking to pass. It's Cook. Oh, they've got him. A 4th down sack and a turnover on downs.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off and try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
Big throw caught on the left side. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? The shotgun running play call. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Third down after that running play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. The receiver makes the catch. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
A running play called on 4th down. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Army. And that will give them the lead now. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Bulls offense back out of the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. They bounce back here. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
1st and 10 now for the offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Picks up the first, looking for more. Tackle, but 1st down.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
The defense showing blitz here. Dropping back, it's Cook. Quick throw complete to the tight end.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Quick throw, that's an RPO caught on the left side. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Snags the quick throw. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Now they call a run. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Grab down the middle. It's Powell. Moves the ball to the 28. It'll be first down.
Well, it's a good thing they pick up the first down here because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no man's area there. If they did not pick up the first down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, it doesn't matter. Nice first down.
Complete to the wideout. Pickup of 14. That's
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Catch made over the middle. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Looking to throw. It's Cook. It's a quick grab. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Quick throw caught to the left side. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Bulls.
Man, this defense coordinator better adjust to this receiver. All they did was get him the ball in space, and you can see what he can do after the catch. One defender will not slow this receiver down today. You better bracket him or use double coverage.
27.
And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here's the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Brings up second down.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Stop for no gain there. That'll do it for the third quarter. The final quarter coming up next. Kirk, it's Buffalo with the lead here. And as we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Tries to get it to the running back. And the ball is hauled in. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice game, getting closer to midfield.
Really nice job here by the quarterback. He sells it looking downfield, knowing he wants to hit his running back on the angle route. Effective play to move these chains.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He'll try a pass here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Second down after that completion. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Quick throw to the flat. It's a screen. Finds just enough space and makes the first down. And the Black Knights offense is on the move now. They'll hand it off. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the wideout goes in motion. He hands it to the back. First down, looking for more now. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
22 water.
Play action here on first down. Intercepted in the end zone. Oh, he's bringing it back. They can't stop him.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough to keep him out of the end zone.
The Buffalo offense is back out on the field now. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? Wide open downfield. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Buffalo. Too much speed for the defense. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Over the middle and incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Did not get there, and now it's going to bring up fourth down and 1.
Well, that stop is going to bring up fourth down, and looking at the clock, I think it's a no-brainer. In a two-possession game, you've got to go for this, and you got to hope to convert to stay in the game.
It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Incompletion sets up a second down. And he'll set up to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Black Knights.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
He'll get in there for 2 points. Now the deficit, just a field goal. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Bulls offense is back out on the field. This offense scored the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. Grinding away with their running game. Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
It's a quarterback keeper. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, he keeps it on the option, and it's not always the big play. It's sometimes just getting the first down. He does a nice job of knowing where he needed to go. And we got a new set of downs.
First down here for this offense. Back to throw. It's Cook. He bought some time, now lets it go. Grabbed by the receiver. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Come to the line for second down and very short now. And they'll give it to the back. To the 45. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
The quarterback's got it on the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Breaks free. Brought down after a big gain and a first down. Defense, no answer for the option that time. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to work the clock and preserve this lead.
Man, this defense is already struggling to defend the pass. I think their eyes are in the backfield. They're worried about where's the next pass play, and now they got to deal with the option. A lot to deal with against this offense.
Pass caught. Can he get in? Marked out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air. Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up first and goal now. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulls.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Makes a quick catch. It's a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football and brings up a 3rd down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. Breaks into the open. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Important 2nd down play coming up. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Throwing off play action. Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted in a desperation throw here.
That's the last thing that you could afford to do. Working with the lead in the 4th quarter, I thought it'd be easy throws, high percentage throws, run the football, keep that clock moving. Now you've given your opponent a chance to get back into this game.
So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 42. The linebacker shifting around now. Ball handed off. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they bring him down, but not before he reaches the 38. First down from there. And the offense takes timeout to stop the clock with just 11 seconds remaining.
Here we go, here we go.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking downfield near the end zone. Touchdown, Army. Great catch when they desperately needed it.
Chris, just a great job by this offense. Now, I think it's a little bit too late here. They're not going to be able to have a chance to come back, but I think it says a lot about the character of this football team that they're fighting to the very end.
And the point after is good. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery.
Good call here to go with this onside kick. It looked like they may have had a shot to be able to come up with this recovery. Unfortunately, they don't, and this could wrap up the ball game.
And the offense just takes a knee here. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the Buffalo Bulls, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Hermstrom. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Return starts from inside the 5. He stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. As the Buffalo's offense comes onto the field for the first time today. Down to the final 8 now, quarterfinal matchups at neutral locations, Kirk, and that means one team, which won a conference championship, is rested. The other team is coming off an emotional win just a week ago.
And, Chris, the prevailing thought would be, boy, the team that gets a chance to rest would be in a better position. But as we saw in 2024, the teams that got that rest, they lost their rhythm. And I think the teams that had a chance to play, they continue to stay in their routine, and it really benefited them. Let's see how it plays out today. That is exactly how you envision that first play going all week. You put it out there, you hope for a big play, and you hit it.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Cook. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. It's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Big moment with the opening drive. They face third down. They'll give it to the back. And moves the football to the 27 in the first down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
Looking to scramble. Short throw complete to the tight end. And he shoved out of bounds, but the defense was short of the first down marker. Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Catch is made down the middle. Tackle at the 5-yard line. Now it's first and goal right there. The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. First and goal, handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Oh, and he cannot hold on to the end zone. Missed opportunity there in the red zone. Sets up a third down. The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on third and goal. Touchdown, Buffalo, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game for no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The Sooners offense out there for their first possession. Let's check out the impact players in this game, Kirk. Guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. And they're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coaches told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Second down after that previous play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Caught by the receiver. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
And the back now goes in motion. Here's a throw underneath to the back. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Here's the second down play.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
And that catch is hauled in. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're third down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
The Sooners will line up to punt it away. We'll see what he can do with the return. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the Buffalo offense back out there. They reached the end zone the last time out. Going to do the same thing here. From the shotgun, handoff inside. As the first down is still going. Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. First down to the 44. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Dropping back. It's Cook. Moves out of the pocket. Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. It's intercepted. Threw it across his body.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender who throws the interception.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for the wideout. Oh, what a grab! And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. Movement at the second level of the defense now. An inside give now from the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Catch hauled in here over the middle. And the ball to the ground. Oh, fortunate to make the recovery himself. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. Offense breaks a huddle and gets set. It's third down. Out of the gun now on third down. That pass is caught. Able to convert on third. Sets him up now. First down to the 22.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10. And the Sooners hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And they finally stop it at the 3. The offense really threatening now. Second and goal for the offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Bringing pressure. There's contact on the throw. Touchdown, Sooners, as they fight back here in this playoff game.
You can't say enough about the quarterback and his toughness. He knew that he was going to get hit. He looks right down the barrel and makes the throw and gets rid of it before the contact for the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Offense getting set. It's second down. Back to pass. It's Cook. He's got it with room to run. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
The back's got it. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Going for a big play downfield. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Chris, those deep shots, to me, the advantage is with the quarterback and the receiver because you know where the ball is. Great defensive backs' only chance is being able to locate the ball and be able to go up and knock it away. Really impressed with his ability to find the football, which allowed him to be able to eventually make the play.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. Early on, it's a fun battle to go to the national championship deadlocked at the end of 1. Let's check out the early stats so far. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Now it's 2nd down here. Offense looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the left side. And the gain just good enough for a first down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Looking downfield. It's Cook. Short pass finds the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Short completion there. 2nd down coming up. Looking to throw here. The pocket breaking down. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Back to throw again. On the move now. He'll throw it now. The receiver grabs it. 1 down, but it's enough to convert on 3rd down and set him up 1st and goal at the 10.
Well, you're talking about a huge conversion. That's 3rd and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one, and now they're in business.
Ball down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Bulls. They'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
They'll return it from inside the 5. Be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And there's the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of a play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball for 31.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Catch made over the middle. Brought down, but broke a tackle and produced a solid gain there.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
A quick throw out left, complete. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Sooners will have to kick it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the Bulls offense back out of the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
That completion makes it second and medium. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Bites off a defender. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. A gain sets up a third down play. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. He's going to lose ground on the run, and now it brings up fourth down.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Fourth down, he's throwing for it. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. They'll give it to the running back. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard. Second down play coming up. Play fake, looking to throw. Almost makes a terrible freshman mistake. Lucky that it's incomplete. Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. Back to throw. It's Cook. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Sometimes you find that open receiver who's short with the sticks, and you hope the run after the catch will be able to give you the first down. The defense does a good job of keeping him short with the sticks. Let's see what they do here.
And it's incomplete on fourth down. The offense will now take over in plus territory. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. Pass complete. It's second down now. And the quarterback dropping back. Dumps it down and back. They bring him down, but a nice play moves the football to the 31 in the first down. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Pressure is coming. Swarmed to the pass rush. A sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Cut quickly. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on the third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they
keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Nothing on first down, so now it's second and goal from the 6. They look to throw it here on second down. QB to the tight end for a completion. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. He moves the ball to the 4. It's third down and goal. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. This is going to be a 21-yard chip shot. And it's good right down the middle. So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Buffalo offense is back out on the field now. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. Quick catch over the middle. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. First down and 10. To throw, it's Cook. Running out of time in the pocket. Quick throw, catch made. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
That completion makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back. And the receiver's got it. That picks up a first down. Spotted at the 39. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looks to the left for a quick throw. Oh, and he dives to make a beautiful catch there. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. They bring them down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football.
Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Looking for a fast start, trying to take control of the game here in the third quarter. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
That completion sets up a second down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. They bring it down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Looks right for a quick completion. They picked up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Wow, they get positive yards here, but you have a sense they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today. But it's going to bring up fourth down. The Sooners will bring their punt team on the field now. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Bulls Eagles offense is back out on the field. Offense operating from the pistol. Here comes a handoff. No way to run up the middle.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return, but they set up the offense at the 35.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. It's a short completion of the big tight end. The defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's fourth down. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Buffalo offense back out there. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He escapes the pocket. He lets it go on the move. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a first down. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. To the air, it's Cook. It's a short completion of the tight end. It's out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Ball handed off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. It's third down after that run. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. They keep him guessing with a run. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. Wants to throw it. Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
And this one is caught. Third and short here in this playoff game. The 8th play of the drive. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They make the tackle, but that's enough to set him up first down at the 15.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll try the ground game here. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases.
He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
Quick throw to his receiver. Great catch. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48. And the Sooners will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
The receiver makes the catch.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They finally stop him. Big play. Moves the ball to the 22.
I'll tell you what, you're going to load up on this running game and you're going to leave your corners one-on-one. You better be ready when you take on Oklahoma. Think about all the receivers they've had over the years. Just off the top of my head, guys like CeeDee Lamb and Hollywood Brown, they get left one-on-one. They're going to make you pay for it. This receiver showing he's got the quicks to be able to win those one-on-one battles in soft hands. Good timing and a nice gain for the Sooners.
And Kirk gets Buffalo with the lead here. Sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Looking for a man. Makes a quick grab. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded with not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Touchdown, Oklahoma. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Here comes the Bulls offense back out of the field. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. We're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find the rhythm.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Moves out of the pocket. Catch made on the right side. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So tie game, 4th quarter. They're going to go for it on this 4th down. To throw, it's Cook. Snags the quick throw. They'll stop with the 34. That will be a 1st down.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receiver's past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that 1st down.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's a quick grab. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the 1st down marker.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
He is stuffed at the line. It's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He finds the running back for a 4th down catch. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. Now run it here. That's the running back with the ball. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick completion to the tight end. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down. Here we go, late in a tight game. This might be the biggest play so far. 3rd and 2. Try and muscle for the 1st down. And the defense smothers him for no gain. So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. The kick is blocked. Somebody got a hand on that.
What a job by the special teams here. We got a tie football game, a chance for the opponent to go up by 3, and instead denied with an unbelievable job of blocking that field goal.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly to the wide out. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the 1st half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the 2nd half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Here comes 2nd and 10 from the 44 after that incompletion. Scanning the field. It's Cook. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Looking to throw it again. The receiver makes the catch. We're able to move the sticks. Set up now. 1st down at the 34.
Boy, this guy is having some kind of day. That's another catch for him. And this time out of the slot, he picks up the 1st down.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Pulls it in. It's Nowinski. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
Hey, it's a game. You get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Here we go. A crucial 3rd and 1 late in this Sets him up at the 24. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. A solid run, good for first down yardage. Quick throw, testing the middle. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Clock stops officially 2 minutes to go before the end of this game. We'll take a quick pause. Now this is the 8th play on this drive. And the quarterback keeps it here. The defense swarms. He's going backwards. He'll lose 4 yards on the play.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go on the keeper.
9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. To throw, it's Cook. Tries the right with a quick throw, but they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. What a moment for this kicker. A chance to put his team on top in the final minutes of this game. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they claim the lead here in the final couple minutes. Returner looking to make a play here. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Second down, we're going to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. He's got a man down the middle. They finally stop him. Big play. Moves the ball to the 22. First down. We're going to throw the football. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. Comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Brought down. The completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. It's 1st and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead? It's a shotgun run call. Stop for no gain. Defense very stubborn here down near the goal line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Sooners. They have taken the lead, but time running down.
Well, Chris, we've called so many playoff games, and you just hope for a competitive game. That's exactly what we have here. A go-ahead score with less than 2 minutes to go. Now it'll come down to can their defense hold up and secure the victory.
Kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense is back out on the field now. So here we go. They need a touchdown. Got a little time to work with. How will they play this situation? And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Cook. Catch made over the middle. And the offense calls timeout with 17 seconds left.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
A The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Grab behind the line. It's Nowacki. He's going to lose yardage there. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense. Comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Quick throw over the middle. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Chris, this is it. It comes down to this 4th down play to be able to stay in this football game. They've got to convert to be able to keep their hopes alive. Can this quarterback deliver and make the play?
Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And a timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for a late deep shot. And that last pass falls incomplete. That will do it. Game over.